G'day guys and gals, so today's map is Deserted Factory and the daily contract is Forced Boost. So that's not great, but could be worse. Now, as usual, as I said, I'm on a time restriction this week, so I have kind of gone a bit heavy. Myrtle in Texas for Vanguards. I'll emphasize that you don't need Texas. If you want to go down to a 4-star, I do suggest Scavenger with skill 2. That aside, we have Myrtle skill 1, Texas skill 2. Matoimaru. Now, my Matoimaru is level 70. If your Matoimaru is probably any lower than E2 60, I would consider bringing skill 1 just to top her up. We've got Nerl, so a healing defender, so you can obviously bring anyone. Well, there's not all that many really, is there? Nerl, Saria, wherever my Saria is, just there, and Gummy. All three are fine. That will all work. I'm using Nerl because of her healing talent. So if you're unfamiliar with that, healing effect received by all allies by 12%. That's why. It's just to help get Matoimaru, who will be tanking for us, topped up. Now, with healers, I actually have two. I have a strong single target, and I have an AoE. Now, you don't need an AoE medic at all in this map. I'll be super. I'll really stress that. That's what I'm after. So if you want to bring 2 standard healers, then bring 2 standard healers, because that will work. 2 works, Suzero works, Silence works, probably try and stick with skill 1. Just any high attack single target healer, because that's what you're going to need. Because basically whoever's soaking for you in this map is going to need to be topped right up as quickly as possible. 2 is good because she does get that shield, which can sort of break up the damage. Suzuro's fine because she also has like really high attack. It's really up to you guys how you want to go about it. Especially if you're lacking levels, I would certainly suggest bringing 2 single target medics, sorry. Okay, Blue Poison, I prefer in this map. She's a sniper, she's a split shot sniper as I call them, but her dot deals arts damage. Now, if you do not have Blue Poison leveled up, just fall back onto someone like Armia with skill 2. Use a caster, basically. Don't bring a normal sniper. So, Yafyala skill 2 will work perfectly fine as well. Kaobi will work fine. Kaobi, probably skill 2 with Kaobi. So skill 2 with everybody you put there, basically. A slower, you don't need Estina. I'm using Estina just because her skill 2 makes life easier. Fast redeploy. Now, I'm using red for this skill, but you can also just as easily use gravel, just in case something goes wrong if you're really that worried. And gravel can actually soak every 4th shot of forced, so the purple shots that do all the damage. If you find that you're struggling with that, you're going to have to fall back to that strategy, which is deploying gravel every 4th shot so she gets shot instead of whoever. Otage with her skill 2, her deploy skill. Now, you don't need Thorns. This is another one. You don't need Thorns, but Thorns makes your life super easy. So, Thorns, skill 3, any ranged guard from 5 up. So, Silver Ash you can probably get away with. Lapland, nice and easy. Ice Garb, nice and easy. I'm not sure if Frostleaf or Irene will have the damage to get across. Maybe, I'm not sure. But Lapland and Ice Garb will definitely get you there. And then just grab a robot of choice. I'm bringing Lancet just for extra healing. If you want to bring Thermite to blow something up with, bring Thermite. It's really up to you guys. So sorry for that long introduction, but because I am like throwing bigger units and stuff just to get through this instead of like testing properly and thoroughly with lower level units, yeah. I need to go through and tell you what you can and can't get away with. So if this helps out, guys, please sub, because that helps me out. So let's get Myrtle in there, and then we'll wait for our next Vanguard and pop her in over here. Cycle skill as soon as you can. I'm gonna pop in Lancet there. This is the tile we need Lancet healing on, basically. Do that. So that was blue poison. Estina facing backwards. Your first healer. Your second healer. Thorns here facing down. And now we're pretty much in the meat and veg of everything. So Myrtle's done. I'm going to take Myrtle out. And what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to use Estina's skill here, because that'll help out. Take care of everything without giving us too much drama. And once we get that skill off, just to do some extra damage to that shielded enemy, then we're going to swap everybody else out. So 1 and 2. Now I also love using Matoimaru here simply because she can attack up another tile, which is great. Who else could you use there that just as a no-brain effort? Yanunktas, she would be a no-brainer just up there. So Thorns' skill's ready, we'll use that. Yanunktas would probably just sit there and tank happily. If you're going to use someone like her, just use skill 1, because that's nice and simple. So I'm going to use blue poison skill. Here's Matoimaru's skill. So I'm going to use one of my healer skills, because Thorns will take a massive chunk out of Matoimaru. Boom. So that took off 3/4 of Matoimaru's health. So as I said, if your Matoimaru is below like E2 60, maybe 50 at the worst, you may need to bring the health, her skill 1, just to make sure that she is getting topped up as soon as possible. So that's Thorns' second skill usage, so he's nice and happy now. We'll use that skill. So we've got no reason not to, so I'm just going to use Suzuro's skill here. Now don't forget that Nerl will actually assist in topping up Matoimaru as well. If you also find that you're running behind, perhaps consider using Gummy here, because Gummy will heal constantly as opposed to only when Matoimaru drops below 50%. Which may be just enough for what you need. So you will notice that once these red ones get through, they will actually get through Thorns all the time. That's no huge drama, because as I said, Stina can just work through those. Alrighty. So this is pretty much just playing out. I mean, I'd crap on a bit more about something, but there's really nothing to crap on about. So may as well just use this skill now, because this enemy, I believe, is the last one, unless I'm mistaken. Nope. I'm mistaken, I only just glanced up at the top. Alright, so once Forced gets in range of Stina's skill, which is one more tile, I'm going to use this Stina's skill, use that skill, just to get rid of the last few remaining enemies. Okay, there they go. Now we're going to take Blue Poison out. And we're going to drop in Project Red first. And as soon as Red's skill expires, we're going to take her out and drop in Tage. And Utage will unfortunately get belted, so we'll just replace him with another Vanguard. No! Red in. So at this point in time, all we're doing is just wearing down Forced. That's it. Because I have Thorns there, I don't... You know, I'm not super concerned, but if you were using a lower level guard there, you would probably be slightly concerned. Now, I can't actually deploy Blue Poison in there because the second I do, Blue Poison's just going to get melted. And loot. Anyway, he's in range of Thorns, and Thorns are starting to chew him up. So, again, if you're super worried, just keep deploying operators, and you'll sort it out. So I hope that helps out, guys. As I said, you can downgrade quite a number of the units, so don't stress out too much.